Virgo, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Today is all about the second 2 weeks of January, right? 15th to the 31st. I hope New Year is treating you well so far, guys. And I know some of you reunited over Christmas. A lot of my personal clients have reported that back. So let's see what's going down for you. All right, they're designed to be very quick readings, guys. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. And for all my personal clients out there, hi, I know you watch these readings. So, Virgo, let's have a look at this. So, bottom of the deck seem to be, you've decided here, all right? No longer confused, Virgo. We got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So, Seven of Cups in the upright, it's all about confusion, choices, options, being overwhelmed with that, all right? And not being able to choose, all right? So, it's a card of confusion, but it's in reverse. So, good for you, Virgo. Clarity is on its way for you, right? Last 2 weeks of January. Okay, central issue, all right, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Is this you being a little bit out of balance with your emotions? Pretty normal after the festive season, guys. You know, it's renowned to be a very troublesome time for many people, right? The highs, and then we got the lows. So, Queen of Cups in reverse, all right? We're going to go deeper with this reading. Let's have a look. The challenge. So the challenge for you, Virgo, is nothing is transforming, but it hasn't ended. So it seems to be that you might be feeling a little bit blah. Do you know what I mean? For the last 2 weeks of January. All right. So just watch your emotions, right? Your emotional well-being. Reason why it's all happening, you're feeling a little bit stuck. What's this all about, Virgo? Why are you stuck the last 2 weeks of January, right? We're going to have a look at this, right? And layer some more cards on top just to give you, more of an insight. All right. In the recent past, we've got the Magician. All right. This is all about you manifesting. So be careful what we manifest is the old adage, right? But, this is using all of the tools in your box to manifest the life that you want. So we have, the cups for emotion. We have the coins for, the know-it-all on the earth plane. We got the wands for taking action and passion, the swords for communication and truth. And then there's an affinity sign above his head, all right? So it's all about as above, so below. So you might have manifested something in the recent past. Your focus... Virgo, your focus could be a Capricorn, all right? Capricorn might be significant in your life, but you're focused on the devil. So is there something troubling you that you feel is a little bit toxic or something's a little bit off? The devil energy is all about something in excess. It's no longer a passion. It becomes a little bit obsessive. What's this, Virgo? What's going down for you? Okay, what you don't see coming towards you, we have the world. All right, some of you could be traveling throughout, January, last couple of weeks of January. But others of you, the world, what you don't see coming towards you is it can be an ending. It's also a brand new beginning. These are major life happenings. It's the story of tarot. So, like we have the Fool and he goes on his journey and he reaches the world and then he goes back around again with all the wisdom of the previous cycle. So, it's a journey of consciousness, if you like. So, what you don't see coming is major transformation and major change, guys. Virgo. All right, your energetic field, you might be feeling a little bit stubborn, Virgo. You might be holding on to whatever you've retained, your sanity, your money, your resources, your care, your attention. But you might be holding back because you're worried that something might be a little bit toxic. But, what's affecting all of this, okay, outside influences in this reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Major change, luck on your side. This is destiny calling, Virgo. Interesting reading, right? Okay, in your fears, are you fearing yourself here with the Hermit? Are you your own worst enemy, Virgo? But, you're fearing... It's almost like you're fearing overthinking. So the Hermit, when used in the correct way, it's a super spiritual card, all right? Number 9 might be important to you. But, like the Hermit is all about introspection. It's about self-accountability, where I've been, where I'm going. And you're fearing that. It's like you're fearing... I think you're fearing yourself, it's like you're your own worst enemy, that kind of feeling. And the outcome, for you, last 2 weeks of January, it's pretty good, all right? It's the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is, this can be very guarded. The Seven of Wands in the upright. It's fighting for your position. It can be a card of like a mild stubbornness. But in reverse, it's almost like you're letting go of guardedness. You're open. You are not fighting for your position, if you like. So let's say you're in something toxic. You're not standing up for the way you would stand up in front of toxicity. It's almost like, you know what? It's toxic, and I know it is. Why would I fight? It's kind of an interesting reading, guys. You've got an interesting 2 weeks coming up. So let's have a look. We're going to go a bit deeper now and just clarify this, right? Let's have a look for Virgo. I mean, the troubling card for me is, the center of the reading is the Queen of Cups in reverse, all right? It can be emotional abuse. I mean, it can be lack of emotion. It can be emotional withdrawal, anything to do with the emotions. When I see the Queen of Cups in reverse like that, it's never really that great, right? But anyway, let's have a look. Virgo, why is the Queen of Cups in reverse here for you? Last 2 weeks of January. Let's have a look. All right, so look, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, and then we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. Some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, male or female, okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it's a choice between emotion and passion, okay, in the center of your reading. This is although your emotions might be a little bit out of whack, you're kind of like faking it till you make it as the central part of your reading, right? The Queen of Wands, she's got her shit together. She looks great. She's confident. She has an air of... she demands respect and commands respect, the Queen of Wands. So although you might be a little bit, the emotions might be a little bit out of whack, you're still quite confident, all right? Which is great. But the challenge is something isn't quite over or something hasn't transformed. And it's got it's clarified by the Fool in reverse, guys. So it's like something's not over, but you don't want to be foolish. You're kind of like wondering whether, is it a little bit toxic? This could be work, love, life, right? And the reason why it's all happening is because you're kind of stuck, but you're really determined to find the truth on something, like what's going down with the King of Swords here, all right? All right, in the recent past, you manifested some kind of a freedom, unstuckness, with the Magician here clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse. So, you did manifest getting out of your head. Some of you might have gone back into it and thinking, is this right for me? I can't make this shit up. And then we've got your focus is this toxic love? All right. We've got the Devil, and it's clarified by the Queen of Cups. So is this loving, or is this something toxic? Like if you look at this couple down at the bottom of the Devil here, they're chained together. It's like a bondage. So it's not like the lovers where they're free. They freely choose each other. They're soulmates, not cellmates, So your focus is, despite toxicity maybe around you, you're still, you're focused on loving yourself, and you're focused on your emotions, okay? Okay. What you don't see coming towards you is the world, all right? Major changes, major things, major cycles completing themselves, endings, new beginnings, guys. And then we've got the High Priestess in reverse. Watch out for your intuition, all right? Don't abandon your intuition, all right? Whatever you feel is going down throughout the month of the end of January, Virgo, trust your intuition, because your intuition might be a little bit out of whack, all right? And you don't see it coming. All right, so you're not very optimistic, all right? How are you showing up the last 2 weeks of January? You're not very optimistic, and you're kind of like holding back. You might be a little bit withdrawn, holding on to what's yours. And you're not really that adventurous, okay, throughout the last 2 weeks of Jan. All right? Outside influences, listen, some of you might get a brand new offer, all right, a brand new practical offer. This could be to do with work, guys. Some of you might be getting some kind of inheritance, but money looks great. And it's kind of like something destined. So if you guys want to play the lottery or something like that, last 2 weeks of Jan would be a good time to do that, all right? Because it's like destiny and a windfall here with the Ace of Pentacles. So that's pretty good, right? Yeah, look, you are fearing of being taken back into the mind. You're fearing back into hermit mode and contemplating and missing in action and no contact and all these kind of things. Some of you are fearing, going on a break again with somebody. These off-on kind of like relationships. But, the outcome for you is you're not fighting for anything, and, we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. Some of you might not want to move forward as you once wanted to, due to you're pretty stuck and a bit undecided as to whether something's toxic or whether it's very loving, if that makes sense. So it's almost like caring or controlling, there's a fine line between the two. So it's that kind of energy. Is this caring or is this controlling? And you're not really quite sure about it. So you're holding back a little bit and you're not feeling that optimistic. Having said that, your focus is balancing your emotions despite anything that might be toxic around you, okay? People, places, and things, guys. Right, so let's have a look now. How are we doing time-wise? We're doing all right. So what I want to do, I want to clarify something, guys. I want to have a look at this. Why is this your focus? The Devil and the Queen of Cups. Why is this your focus? This has come out. It's come out for you before. All right. So one is money is an issue right now. Money is an issue right now. Okay. Whatever that means to you, Virgo, apply it to your situation. I do my very best to avoid you at all costs. Is this something that's resonating with you guys? I try to control you through my own insecurities. Now, do you see what I mean? Like, your focus is this love or is this toxic? Is this caring or is this controlling? And it might be an issue for you, which will be your focus last 2 weeks of January. So you're kind of like holding back and you're not that optimistic, about whatever's going down. Tell me more. Why is that? Why are you not so optimistic, Virgo? What is this? All right, we got this one. I could never thank you enough for all you have done for me, in reverse. So maybe it might have been a case, Virgo, where you gave and somebody gave you very little back, just for some of you. And so now you're holding back a little bit. You're holding on to your sanity and the little bit of positivity that you got, and you're focusing on yourselves, balancing your emotions despite anything that's toxic. Could be yourself, right? Because your biggest fears is almost like yourself, your greatest, worst enemy. And you're fearing going back into hermit mode and having to rethink everything. You're kind of like, you just want to move forward in 2025, but you're not fighting for your position and you're not fighting for new starts. It's quite an interesting read. If this is about love, Virgo, last 2 weeks of January, let's have it straight away. Okay, we got past life relationship. Okay, you have known each other before. Take that how you want, guys. Past life relationships aren't for everybody. Some people get it, some people don't. That's understandable. But, very often when we meet people in this lifetime and we have this recognition about them, it's like a knowing. We're only meeting a little fragment of that person in this lifetime. And so there's going to be red flags, and there's going to be all these kind of things coming back the further down the line of getting to know this person again. So it's important to have boundaries, because old karma plays out, right? But as I say, it's not for everybody. But, if you've experienced past life relationships or past life connections, they're pretty intense. And then we've got love unconditional. So, Virgo, look, you might be thinking throughout the last 2 weeks, it's only 2 weeks, guys, right? In the light of life, it's only 2 weeks, but, your emotions might be a little bit out of whack, wondering whether something's toxic, or is it loving, is it caring, or is it controlling? What was that card there? Sorry, I need to go back to that. But there's unconditional love there. So you might really love somebody. This could be family and friends, guys, all right? It's not always about love. But, maybe you love someone unconditionally, despite the fact that, it might show signs of being toxic at times. But it's almost like you don't really want to fight, for new starts. You're kind of like holding back, and you've lost a little bit of optimism around the situation. Some advice now for the last 2 weeks, okay? Let's have a look at this. Right, so for Virgo. I think really what it's saying, Virgo, is, you're not projecting fantastical thinking onto anybody here with the King of Swords in the upright and the Three of Wands in reverse. It's like you see it as it is now. And you can see a beautiful side and you can see a toxic side to a situation that's going down for you. And, it's up to you then to make a decision, isn't it? Forgive. Whether in person or in your mind, forgive and move forward. The only person you are hurting by holding on to resentment is yourself, Virgo. So, forgive situations, forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and if, someone's done you dirty, I accept the apology I may never receive as a great mantra, because you're giving yourself that closure as opposed to waiting around for someone to give it to you, right? But it looks like you're a bit conflicted in your emotions, not knowing whether something is healthy for you or whether it's toxic for you throughout the last 2 weeks of Jan, all right? So some advice for you, Virgo. Let's have a look. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So as I say, you might have unconditional love for somebody, even though it might seem toxic at times. What do you choose, Virgo? Caring or controlling? It's like a bit of a conundrum for you the last couple of weeks here. It's like decision time. But even though, you're not really going to be defending your position and not making any drastic, impulsive moves, you might be a little bit cautious. Just watch your intuition, stick with your intuition, all right? The Queen of Cups, with the High Priestess here, amazing cards, that is emotional intelligence at its highest, using your intuition, balance with your heart, and, King of Swords here with the logic as well. So it's very balanced decisions that you might be aspiring to make the last couple of weeks of Jan. What was I going to do now? One of these. So it's just a quick reading, guys. It looks all right. I think you might just have a little internal conflict as to whether you think some of you might have got back with people and you're wondering whether, was it the right thing to do? Is this nice? Is this cool? Or is this a little bit toxic? Maybe the jury's out for the last couple of weeks, but it's something on your mind anyway, Let's have a look at this. Some advice for Virgo. Inspiration. Ideas spark conception, impulse. All right, so, be inspired, try to turn your energetic field is one of, a bit of loss of enthusiasm, hope, and these kind of things with the Three of Wands here. Try to turn that upright, still hold back if you want, but, don't lose your optimism about life and love and all these kind of things, and don't fear yourself, you're not your own worst enemy, trust your inner hermit. Okay, it knows the way. Look, he's got the lantern there and he's looking out. So trust yourself and trust your intuition. Turn the High Priestess upright, Virgo, if you can. One more card. If you're a song, last couple of weeks of January, Virgo, lyrics might mean something, band might need something. Check out the lyrics, or just the melody might evoke certain kind of emotions within you, all right? So if Virgo was a song, the last 2 weeks of January. So Cruel by U2. It's an amazing song, actually. If you check this song out, it's one of their lesser known songs. I think it was off Achtung Baby. But So Cruel is... I'm not going to go too deep into analyzing the lyrics. You can have your own interpretation on it. But check out that song. It's amazing. It's very stripped down musically. It's just bass and drums. But a really powerful song. I'm not a big fan of U2 anymore. I used to be a huge fan when I was young. I used to travel around the world to see them. He's distantly related to my family as well. But anyway, look, So Cruel by U2, amazing songwriting, very deep song. Check it out, all right? It might mean something to you. All right, so look, Virgo, hope that helps. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. If you want a personal reading, you can check out the YouTube Modern Tarot store. If not, moderntarot.net directly. And I'll do my best to help you. In the meantime, look after yourselves. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe. But look after yourselves, Virgo. It just seems like it's a little glitch, in what's going down for you. It's only 2 weeks, and you'll probably get some more clarity just after January going into February. Take it easy, Virgo. Bye now.